this opportunity to jump a decade ahead in our careers to contribute to this, this great company.
Oh, it's I think just growing is an understatement. Like I was formed here.
We created this amazing culture and family, and it just grew into this amazing, I don't even know what we call this. This is a family. This is my home.
So when I say life-changing, I don't mean that in a cliche or novelistic way. I have literally pivoted my life because of this place.
Quite frankly, the beginnings of Linode started as they were couch surfing throughout the country, right? And we're just hitchhikers along for this journey with them.
The story of Linode is, I couldn't do it in one word. The first thing that come to mind is people. But the story of Linode is perseverance and innovation and drive and wanting to make a difference.
So I guess it came to him when the cloud hosting or whatever was first being born, more or less. So he had saved up his money after 5 years and took about 5 months off and just worked in his little apartment down in Nashville writing code. And then he went online on June 17th of 2003 and sent me an email. Mom, I have my first subscriber today. And then each day he would email me.
For Tom, he just really enjoys working with his best friend. I mean, it was just such a great experience for the two of them to not only, they've been best friends since Tom moved to South Jersey. Tom was in 5th grade. Chris was in 6th grade. And they've been friends ever since.
One of the things that comes to mind when I hear the name Linode is just, one of the leading faces in the cloud computing industry. Linode has a great reputation that's, been built from being an early player in this space to growing to a worldwide power in cloud computing, and largely because of the way that we interact with our customers and our top-rated customer support.
Amazing concept that I was able to get involved with. When I first started, we were classified as a startup, very small. There was only 5 of us. But watching the evolution within the company from just a bunch of us having fun with it to realizing how grand this company could become, and then just watching Chris and Tom's vision is just been an amazing experience.
I'm in the database. I'm customer number 705 from December 2nd, 2003, which is just a few months after Linode opened.
And we broke the mold. We had high quality support. We had high quality documentation. And there was a lot to uphold someone working in support at that time.
And it felt like we were all moving towards the same goal, even though the goal was kind of unknown at times. And that was really exciting. And I just had a general great time.
Another thing, when I was younger, I remember that on our kitchen island, there would be the servers, because they need to run for 24 hours before they go into the data center or whatever. And they'd just be set up in the kitchen or the garage. Thought that was always funny.
The value of hard work, and consistency. You always hear those stories about this X big company was started in a garage and now it's a big part of most people's lives. And as somebody who's just entering the working days of their life, it always seems like really unattainable. But then I remember I'm related and know something that happened like that, and it gives me hope for the rest of my life.
Linode had an atmosphere where everyone's voice mattered. No matter what position you're in, if you had an opinion on something, you could voice it, and if it was valid, if it made sense, you'd be listened to, you'd be heard, and really everyone contributed to what we built, what we did, and that was incredibly meaningful.
Linode has a very specific culture of openness, and it kind of has a vibe of a startup, right? Like we're not super strict with rules in many cases. We're coworkers and we're friends, and we all assume that everyone's trying to do the best that they can. And I think everyone knows that, and it shows.
There'll be three words I can use. I would love to use to describe about Chris and Tom. They care deeply about the products, about the customer experience, and the employees.
And I think back to the early days of, Galloway when we were 35, 40, 50 people, and the entire company would go out to Starbucks to grab some coffees or go out to lunch. And they really cherished those memories. But also, like, as we grew and got into Philadelphia, facing real challenges as we got to 200 people, 200 plus people, every single stage of Linode is so distinctly different, but so incredibly rewarding and so memorable.
The sentiment is that I love joining Linode because everybody likes, first, people like each other, people help each other, but people care about the customer. They care about what they do, they're ethical, they will have strong arguments about it, which I really appreciated. It's focused on what we should do, why we should do it, what is right. And people are just very nice. So it was really being part of a team that cared for each other and was not into the fights and focused on their career. They were focused on doing things together right.
The people. Like, I've gotten to meet some of the most incredible people and just, interesting stories, conversations, just the level of camaraderie, the level of working togetherness, than anywhere else.
When I first discovered Linode, I was, blown away because it's kind of like the most perfect, I always call it like this purple unicorn kind of company, because it has, all the things that you wish almost any company would have. I mean, it's a bootstrap company. It's been 18 years profitable in a row. It's grown almost completely organically. It's grown via word of mouth. It's grown because of developers telling other developers about this capability. They really haven't invested in marketing or sales or channel development. And so they've kind of grown very authentic, from an authentic way, and grown based on the quality of the product, the quality of the service, and the quality of the people.
And it's like one of those stunning things where it's like, oh, wow, that might have been like lightning in a bottle that I just started with. And like, I wonder if that will ever exist elsewhere. But either way, it's like, I don't know. It's a great bar to set for what I look for from here on out in my life, is that kind of lightning in the bottle energy,
Chris and Tom, you guys have built such a wonderful environment, and I can't thank you guys enough for the opportunities that you've given, not just myself, but everybody at Linode. It's easily like the best place I've ever worked, and these are the best people I've ever worked with. So thank you so much.
And I've come a long way, and I really think it's a testament to the place that Chris and Tom built together. And I'm just so wildly grateful for them and for the space and everything that they've done for me.
Chris and Tom, you are two of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. You've both changed my life, my family's life. You trusted me. You allowed me to be me. And I can never, ever repay you for the opportunity you've given me in hiring me. I know you didn't know what you needed. I'm glad it all worked out for all of us. My relationships with you, I'll never let go of. You know, you taught me the meaning of life is to give life meaning. And I didn't have it before coming here. And you taught me to go out and make memories. And I'm doing that now. And it's because of you both. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm forever grateful to both of you.
I'm just one of many hitchhikers. There's hundreds of us. It's the culture that you created. It's the family atmosphere. Linode was family. And for that, I thank you.
Chris, Tom, there's not a lot left unsaid at this point, but it can only be, it's worth reiterating. Thank you for taking chances on me, even when I didn't think I deserved them. And thanks for being great friends.
This has been a life-changing job for a life-changing company. I know that's true for a lot of people, and knowing that you built it from the ground up and changed so many lives, that's really cool. It's been great to be a part of it.
It's hard to find the words for the amount of impact that you've had on me and my family over the last 8 years. Because of Linode and because of you, we could buy a house. We could confidently have another child. And we could live a good life with a bright future. Thank you.
So I just wanted to say thank you for taking a chance on me and helping me move to the next stage of my career and making that transition from a project manager to an engineer. I don't know if I would have had this opportunity anywhere else, and I'm so grateful every day that I get to be in this role and do my job and solve the problems that we get to solve. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and for our community at Linode and for the kind of working environment that you created.
Chris, my favorite memories of Linode were the weekly design meetings with you, and it's been a privilege working with you and learning from you, frankly, about design and how to stay focused on the things that matter. Thank you very much.
Every day I'm grateful for having had this opportunity to work with such incredible people in such a unique place. So thank you so much for that.
I just would want to thank everybody for being good to him and taking care of him. And I'd like to thank him, for, he always told me he would keep things exciting, and this has just been a privilege to watch him grow and lead this company. And, I love him. And so many people, there was a lot of stress at times, and there was a lot of ups and downs, and the way that, his employees cared for him, I just would want to thank them for that.
I'm proud of how far you've come, and I love you so much.
Thank you for taking us all along with you on this crazy, exciting, unbelievable journey. I am proud and grateful beyond words.
What they started to build here and the community that they built here has a pretty rock solid foundation, and that opportunity changed my life. I'm sure that everyone is saying that, but each individual life and experience is different, and for me it really meant a lot.
So Chris and Tom, I just want to thank you for giving myself this opportunity to really become who I wanted to be, both personally and professionally. I can't thank you enough for bringing this community together of people who care about each other, about the work we put out. I think that what we had and what we have going forward is extremely special, and we have the both of you to thank for that. So thank you.
I think for Chris and Tom, they should remember that if I'm sitting at a desk somewhere, there's still 3 drinks on my desk at any given time. So don't worry about that.